How could she not be invited when she was invited to the bachelor weekend and paid toward the Airbnb to be there? Honestly, this sounds very familiar. I'll just say that.
Tell me, you must.
Jason told us that Andrew and Rebecca didn't like Holly and the way Oliver was when she was around. They didn't like that Oliver was smoking weed more and that he was always attentive to her needs when they want his full attention to be on them on their wedding day. He just kind of sounds like a good boyfriend. Like, what do you mean? I mean, maybe the marijuana, if he wasn't smoking it as much before, is a bit of a change, but they're mad at him for giving her attention?
Bros before.
They also didn't like how she did not make an effort to know them. It's a little intimidating being part of like a new group of people. I will just say that, especially if you're shy. I was fuming. Andrew and Rebecca hadn't made an effort to get to know Holly and judged her very quickly for mistakes any of us could have made. She's shy, and Andrew and Rebecca could have approached her first so they could get to know each other. It goes both ways. Also, they made her pay to be at the bachelor party when she didn't know she was not invited to the wedding. Yeah, that's a move. Charlie later asked Andrew about Holly not being invited to the wedding. His response is as follows. Yeah, 100%. With Holly, Oliver is too unpredictable, and at my wedding, I need him conscious and paying attention to the festivities and the schedule. Not scrambling looking for Holly's lost vape, or being late to the wedding because Holly put in the wrong directions, which, by the way, she did this weekend, which was another reason why they were so late. These are such trivial things to like judge someone over. I have given her a chance time and time again to show that she has her shit together, and she does not together. Like, don't exclude people for reasons like this. Exclude people because they do you wrong, that they do something genuinely mean to you. If this was a game of beer die, then yeah, I'm fine with Holly, not at my wedding. Think about it. They've literally forgot to bring ID twice now to events. Once at Jason's birthday party and this past weekend. Also in mind, Holly opened the door for division at the bachelor party, which was the final straw for me. She was obviously unaware of the context of the situation and consistently isolated herself from the group. Didn't you guys try to play games with them and they said no? After hearing of her disapproval from several party members, half the party members tried to keep her included by talking with her and spending time. So Holly's isolationism drew the group consistently away from where Rebecca and I were physically at times. It felt like some of us didn't even want to be with Rebecca and me. Not sure if that's Holly's fault. Think about it. This was our wedding party. Literally the friends we love most in our lives. Why the hell would we want there to be cliques? Cliques. I don't know, man. It kind of just sounds like your friends are actually considerate and noticed that she felt uncomfortable and they went over there to try and include her, and you didn't. Oliver's acceptance of being a groomsman in my wedding predates his relationship with Holly. I've been more than courteous to have her invited to the festivities that I have, but certainly have no obligation to invite her to my wedding. No, you don't, but I mean, kind of sounds like you're being a bit of a butthead, eh? I was shocked when I heard this because Andrew seemed kind and easygoing. I had no idea he had these feelings or was able to be this mean. After receiving this message from Andrew, Charlie told Oliver that Andrew and Rebecca were gonna tell him Holly was not invited to the wedding. I feel like he's gonna not like that very much. He did not want Oliver to be blindsided by the news. Eventually, Andrew and Rebecca met with Oliver and told him Holly wasn't invited. They told him it was due to a venue capacity issue. What? Come on, let's be at least honest about why we don't want people at our weddings. They doubled down on the lie a few days later when Oliver asked about it. After that happened, Holly reached out and asked why and if I knew anything. I sent her exactly what Andrew said to Charlie. After seeing this and showing Oliver decided to drop out of the wedding altogether. Good. But he did let Andrew and Rebecca know that I told him what was actually said about them behind their backs. Andrew and Rebecca were furious with me. They called Charlie and me to confront us about it. Like, they just said exactly what you said. So if that made someone not want to go to your wedding, that's on you. I could tell they were expecting me to apologize, but I stood my ground. Apologize for what? For not keeping up their lie? I stand behind the choice I made to tell Ollie and Oliver, the truth about how Andrew and Rebecca were treating them and what the actual situation was. I completely disagree with the way Andrew and Rebecca were acting and handling the situation and told them that. They ended up hanging up on us because Rebecca got so worked up. Andrew texted Charlie later saying I was no longer invited to the wedding. I told Charlie Andrew needs to come to me and tell me properly that I'm not invited. Otherwise, I will be showing up. Oh. Okay, we choosing violence today. I ended up texting an apology to Andrew and Rebecca the next day. I apologized for not coming to them first about how angry I was with how they were treating Holly and Oliver. I could have given them the chance to be honest, and I didn't. I made it very clear, however, that I'm not sorry for telling Holly and Oliver the truth. I told them they were being bad friends to them. If Oliver was important enough that they wanted him as a groomsman, he deserved to be treated better, and Holly and Oliver both deserve an apology from them. Holly ended up thanking me for being honest with her. She told me she struggles with autism and ADHD, and being in large social situations is overwhelming for her. She appreciated me making an effort to get to know her because it isn't easy for her to do. This broke my heart. Oh, you poor thing. My boss was still playing bass and officiating the wedding. Since I'm no longer invited to the wedding, I was no longer playing drums at it. Oh, right, you were in the band. When the band rehearsal for the wedding was a day away, I decided to tell my boss what happened. I wanted him to hear from me why I was uninvited. I didn't trust Andrew and Rebecca to be truthful, and I wanted to stay on good terms with my boss so I wouldn't lose my job.
Clever girl.
After speaking to me, my boss reached out to Andrew and Rebecca to get their side. Later, he told me he was hoping there was a piece of the story I was missing. He was really hoping there was something Holly had done to validate the way that Andrew and Rebecca were treating her. There wasn't. And my boss ended up dropping out of the wedding as well. Wow. So you not only got yourself uninvited, you pretty much got a lot of people to drop out of this wedding. My boss's daughter also struggles with autism. Hey, there you go. And he says he could not stand in front of a crowd of people and say nice things about Andrew and Rebecca when they would treat someone with a disability like this. Andrew later texted Oliver and asked if Holly had autism and claimed that I was weaponizing my coworkers against him. Okay, well, I mean, maybe he didn't know, but at the same time, you still ostracized a person because they were shy and nervous around you. With me uninvited and my boss, Oliver, dropping out, Andrew and Rebecca were down to a drummer, groomsman, bass player, and officiant less than 2 weeks before their wedding day. Charlie ended up going to the wedding. I knew if he didn't, his friendships with Oliver and Jason would not be the same. Oliver understood, and the three of them are still friends today. Oliver are also still a couple today, and they now live together and have a cat. Oh, that's cute. The icing on the cake is that Charlie said the wedding was just fine. I saw the photos later. It was pretty, but Rebecca's dress didn't fit right. Jesus. The open bar was closed less than an hour into the reception, and guests had to pay for drinks most of the night. Okay. The food was bad. After the I love how you're just well, food's bad. After the wedding, Andrew and Rebecca wanted to keep the party going and went to some nearby bars with the bridal party, but they couldn't because Rebecca forgot her wallet.
Well.
Oh my God, that is so funny. And if that isn't the perfect ending, I don't know what is. Nope, that pretty much, couldn't have ended better, in my opinion. Good for you for sticking to your guns and for sticking up for someone who, you could have just as easily gone with the crowd and not gotten involved. But, it makes me really happy that you stuck up for her. Any new girlfriend that's introduced into a group or introduced to, parents and family, it's a really nerve-wracking situation. I've found that most of the time it was the women that made me feel unwelcome. 3 years later, things are better now, right? Because I stuck around, obviously. But there was definitely that period of who's she? Hi, it's my thing to if I see someone alone at a party, I will totally do this. I will totally go and chat them up, see how they're doing, because I've been that person at a party. You never know what somebody's going through, and if you just kind of show them that not everybody's a bitch, it's the nice thing to do. This has been Sailor Potato.